Daan De Marrée has had a breakout season in 2023 with a silver at World Under-24s, a gold at EUC, and a pair of EUCF qualifications. One of his hometown team Jet Set, who'll be making their EUCF debut, and also with the team he'll be hoping to earn more European glory with, Mooncatchers. Dan gets a lot of praise for lots of aspects of his game, much of which, like his insane engine, has been chalked up to his football background. One of those aspects of his game, bolstered by his football background, is his awareness on defense. As a consequence, Dan gets more poach blocks than almost any other elite ultimate player. And there's a unique brand of Daan De Marrée poach block that other defenders aren't even trying to get, and that you should really bring into your repertoire. Here's a pretty typical poach block that many good defenders look for and are able to pull off. Spiegel is defending Tsang, who after the play restarts stands inactive in the stack for 18 seconds. For most of this time, Spiegel is locked in on Tsang, with an occasional glance at the disc. But after a while, after he realises Tsang isn't moving anytime soon, he has an opportunistic glance where he finds Molly Lewis's cut, and without knowledge of if the throw is even coming, he steps in front and intercepts the disc. Now don't get me wrong, this is a great play from Spiegel, but it's the sort of play you should expect from most World Games level players. Canada's poor spacing and systemic inactivity cultivates this poach D. Specifically, the 18 seconds of inactivity makes this a low degree of difficulty poach D.
Hannah Dawson now. Oh, and a good poach block there from Spiegel. Read that one like a book.
Contrast this to Daan De Marrée's poach in this game versus Wall City. After a whole bunch of bracketing and switching in the early stages that keeps Wall City in and around their own end zone, the Belgian defenders fall into 1-1. After a lead pass, Dan's mark cuts in for an open under, but there's an offensive crossover as another Wall City player cuts up the line at the same time. And despite both being free, they kind of get in each other's way, and that combined with a flat early mark means the thrower looks away. The thrower looking away deactivates these two players, and they both make non-threatening clearing cuts deep. Instead of turning and jogging deep, Dan recognises that his mark is inactive, so scans, finds a free Wall City player hitting the upline space, and steps in front and claims the disc.
Oh, and there's the D! De Marrée now a very short field.
The key difference between these two Ds is Spiegel has 18 seconds to recognise Tsang's inactivity. And the clues to the inactivity are very obvious. A stack is where inactive players are stored, and Tsang is barely moving. On the other hand, Dan's mark is moving, isn't clustered, and was active just 2 seconds before Dan has recognised the inactivity, scanned the valuable space, found an open player, and intercepted the disc. When you watch more clips of Dan's many poach Ds from this season, you see this pattern over and over. Dan's not just extracting poach Ds from hyper-inactive players languishing in stacks, but it's from noticing the instant his player is no longer a threat and asking himself, can I be in a better place to preempt the throw and get to the disc first? If you want to take these kind of poach Ds into your game, there's some triggers to look out for. You know how, as a cutter, when a thrower looks away from you, or crucially fakes you off, that's a signal that communicates that the option you're offering is no good. Dan plays off this non-verbal communication, knowing it means his mark is momentarily inactive and he has license to poach. That license to poach is only possible because of the aware team defense farther away from the disc too. Dan knows if one of the players he's marking sprints deep, then a defender positioned in the deep space will cover the cut. A hot spot for these kind of poach Ds is the space just in front of the thrower on the open side. So the next time you're marking a player who makes a failed cut down the open side lane, maybe put your head up for a second and see if there's any good opportunities to disrupt the active cutters. Good luck implementing this type of poach D in your game. Good luck to anyone with the displeasure of being marked by Dan at the upcoming European Ultimate Championship Finals, the Champions League of Frisbee. You can watch that all for free on Ulti TV this weekend. If you like this video, please consider supporting Hive Ultimate on Patreon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.